So my camera ran out of space, my beautiful phone camera. So let's try this again. The ketogenic diet is a low carb, moderate protein, high fat diet. As an example, excuse me, wow, if I burp in every single video, that's really gross. Excuse me. I eat 20 grams of carbs a day or under 20 grams. I don't go, oh, this is so boring. I don't want to describe the ketogenic diet. So I want to very briefly go over the ketogenic diet, and if you're interested in knowing more, please let me know. I just feel that there are so many resources out on the internet, mainly, and it feels a little bit exhausting trying to explain it and knowing that there's so many resources out there. It feels a little bit pointless. But if you really want to know and you want to know my take on it, then please ask me. I really don't mind. I enjoy talking, clearly. So let me know. The basis is it is a low carb, high fat, moderate protein diet. Personally, I try and keep under 20 grams of carbs a day, under or around 85 grams of protein, and I don't know what the fat is. I can check in my beautiful notebook. This is a really beautiful notebook. Tomorrow. 138 grams of fats. So, that is my macros, and you can get your macronutrients. It means what you must consume from macro calculators, which ask you what weight you are, how much you want to weigh, and then they work it out for you. And it also gives you calories. I'm around 1,600 calories. Now, straight up, I do not like counting calories. Again, it's one of the reasons I didn't do well the first few times I tried the ketogenic diet, because I was trying to count calories and macros. But right now, I'm unsure about how many calories I really am at. I think it's around 700 to 800 calories, which is very low. So I'm just trying to listen to my body, and if I'm hungry, try and eat, and if I'm not, then there's no reason to eat. So it's very tiring and very, I won't say scary, I just think it's tiring counting calories. So my advice for anybody who wants to start the ketogenic diet, first of all, do your research. I will put links in the description to 2 main resources that I use, or maybe 3, okay? The first one is Dr. Berg. I think he's quite nice, affable, and he's got some good stuff on the ketogenic diets, where to start, intermittent fasting, all that good stuff. Then the next one is Diet Doctor. It's a website that has awesome recipes, shows you the carbs per recipes, but not the calories. But it has some really good content on there. That's really what got me started. So Dr. Andreas, I think I can't pronounce the surname, Andreas. So that's Diet Doctor. And this is not my middle finger. The third one is Reddit. So I'm sure everybody knows how to access Reddit if you're on YouTube, but I will put a link down to the keto thread in Reddit. So those are 3 sources that are really good for you to read up and understand what keto is about. My only advice is don't start counting calories from the beginning. If you need to eat a little bit more and consume 2,000 calories, in the first week so you don't feel hungry, that's fine. I truly believe that your body adjusts afterwards and you will not be able to do that anymore. I think that it just takes away the fear or the crap of counting calories at the beginning, and it just lets you get into keto, become fat adapted whenever that's going to happen, and just get you into ketosis. I think that should be your main aim first. And how I'm trying to do it is, my first step is get into ketosis. My second step is intermittent fasting. And then my third step is, there is no third step. So I think my third step would be tracking my macros better. Tracking my macros better and checking my calories, because I think after I've got those two down, the third one is much easier, to the point where I might not even have to really worry about my calories, but just monitor my macros to make sure I'm not eating too much of proteins. And I think I just have a problem with eating a lot of proteins. Again, I'm South African and I love meat. Like, we have the best meat in South Africa. So even though I don't stay there anymore, I just still love meat, which the part in my head that tells me, hey, you need to be vegetarian, that part there is kind of screaming, this is where that part is. But yeah, I like meat. Maybe one day, vegetarian and culture. So that's kind of what the keto in a nutshell is for me. With keto, you don't burn carbohydrates, you burn fat. And when you don't have fat to burn from what you've eaten, you burn the fats of your body. So in my case, I have quite a bit of fats, so I have quite a bit of fuel. And that's why keto is actually better in my opinion, and I think millions of others. There's a few ways to measure if you're in ketosis. I don't have a blood meter or a breath analyzer. My breath, I'm not sure if you can get that over video. It doesn't smell bad, but it doesn't smell nice either. It has a bit of a, I don't know, like a fruity, like an ugly fruity smell. Thankfully, when I speak to people, I don't go like, hello. I just say hello. So that helps. But yeah, I think if you're really conscious about your breath, there's probably a million things you can do to make it better, like brushing your teeth, which I try to do once a week. Then the one thing I do use is keto strips, which is a strip that comes in a bottle. It's not very expensive, not where I stay. Well, I hope it isn't. I actually don't know how much it costs. It's not expensive. Let me check. Google. But I use these strips. I urinate on them. Sometimes I do hit my fingers. And what the strips have is they have a little color bar. And when I get more, because I don't have any more I don't have any more right now. When I get more, I can maybe show you, not the urinated, I won't urinate on it and then show you. I will show you before I urinate on it, just to show you kind of what it looks like. Okay, they are 17 zloty, which is, geez, you know, really, what did we ever do before we had Google? What did I do? I don't know what that is in dollars, and I don't know why I'm converting to dollars. Okay, $5. I don't think that's a lot. In rands, it's about 60 rand. So it lasts. I don't check it all the time. Every time I have a wee, I used to. That's one of the obsessive things about trying to become healthier, when you obsessively weigh yourself and check your statistics. But I don't do that anymore. I test once a day. Sometimes I just test every 2 days. But then again, please remember, I have not been doing keto for more than 3 weeks. So me talking like this is my entire life is a little bit misleading, and it might come across as delusional, because I've just been living a small portion of my life this way. But I do have a lot. I think I would say collectively I've got about 12 weeks of experience on keto. Nah, maybe 10. So yeah, just to address the delusional thing, I speak like I am healthy because I believe that I am healthy. I believe that if I can imagine it and if I can talk about it, that I will come to that point. And maybe you think, oh, another one of these. Yeah, I think I am one of those. One of those people who actually believe that there's power in the mind and there's power in the things we say. So I am healthy, and I know that I sometimes speak like I've lost all this weight already. I'm hoping that one day it's also visual and we can see it visually and not just, I don't have a word, perceptually. I don't know. My English is not as good. My English are not as good as it used to are. So that's keto. When you are burning fat, you're in a state of ketosis, and that's where you want to be. The strips show you a spillage of ketones in your urine, your wee-wee. So that's just generally showing you that you have too much ketones or it's spilled. There's some health concerns around ketosis, like around the ketogenic diet, like high cholesterol, ketoacidosis. Yeah, you can read up on that, but I just also believe that there's a conspiracy. The diet industry wants you to spend money on pills and potions. Yeah, and I think keto is something, I don't think it's a fad diet, and I think that it's something that's truly gonna help people change, and maybe that's why there's so much of kickback on it. But we'll see. I'm proof. I believe that keto and a healthy mindset can change lives, and I'm going to prove it and hopefully help myself and one person to live better. So this is the second part of the first video. I decided to cut it into 2 portions because it was really long, and this is already getting to 12 minutes. It's probably going to go to 14. That makes me nervous because I don't think people want to listen for so long. So I hope you understand where I'm at in my journey. I will give my actual weigh-in stats and maybe some before and after photos when I'm 1 month on keto, because I think that's really motivating to do, mostly pictures, but then also the stats. And yeah, if you stayed and stuck along, if you stayed for these 12.5 minutes of nonsense and you watched the other video, then please like, subscribe. I just want to share my story right now. No hidden agendas. I obviously just want a platform, and I just want support. So I really hope that my idea of, which is not new, of holistic healing and the tools that I'm using inspires you and helps you, and also that you can help and inspire me back. So Tamara, have a wonderful day. It's Friday here in Warsaw. So if you're watching this on this Friday, I should not have said that because you might be watching on a Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. And something that I probably shouldn't be saying here, don't live your life for the weekend. If you're just living your life every day for the weekend, you're living for just a small portion of your life. Live your life for every day. No matter what size you are, how you look, what your situation is, just live every day. Don't live for the weekend. That got very serious. Okay, bye.